Welcome back to Movie Mayhem. As always, I'm Spanky.
I'm G.
As usual, shout out to the one, the only.
Chucky's Playground.
Yeah!
I was gonna do a Chucky laugh, but I just decided against it because it wouldn't turn out.
Why? How does he laugh?
No, you're thinking the fucking Cowardly Lion from
Oh.
The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
I just need some courage.
Oh.
Okay.
And shout out, as usual, to our good buddy, Metal Matt.
How is his impression of Metal Matt?
I don't know. But, you know, the Metal Matt podcast, Chucky's News, dude's a baller. I'm putting a link in the description. Check his shit out. As usual, Chucky115, awesome. Making that Instagram page relevant.
We got lots of likes, lots of followers.
He's keeping that afloat. So he's really good. He really helps us, the social media department. So let's just get into this week's movie. Which, once again, it's another movie you've never seen.
Yeah, so we may as well just change this to, just Pop and G's Movie Cherry.
I'm sorry, I've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, well, I actually, did something with myself.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just kidding, because I know you're going to get all superficial, I can't hear you over my college degree. My engineering degree.
This could very well be G's last appearance because I'm going to chop her up and throw her in the river.
And what are you going to do, blame it on Slender Man?
Yeah. He told me to. He's the Prince of Darkness. But it kind of fits in with this movie because this movie's about stupid people.
Yeah.
This is a movie from 2011 directed by Bobcat Goldthwait. You're going to notice him. He has that really weird, high-pitched, eccentric, pitch-changing voice. He played Zed in the Police Academy movies. He was in one of those Snickers commercials for pretty far. It's really hard to kind of pinpoint where you might know him from. And it's called God Bless America. And this doesn't really have any big-name stars. I think the biggest name star you see is... for 2 scenes is Larry Miller, and he's the dean from The Nutty Professor, or he's the dad from 10 Things I Hate About You.
I don't remember any of these people.
Larry Miller?
No.
No?
You say some of these stars' names as if they were your neighbors growing up.
Well, it's because some of the other podcasts I was to, Larry Miller's a frequent guest on the Adam Carolla show.
Oh, okay.
So, and he has a lot of different, but yeah, so Larry Miller is probably the most relevant person in this movie, and so pretty much to get down to it, it revolves around Frank. He's kind of middle-aged man, kind of divorced.
Has a shitty hand right now in life.
Yeah, he lives next to his annoying neighbors, and it opens up with him having a dream where his 2 young neighbors and their baby are crying and being loud, and he just goes over there with a shotgun and kills them all, including the baby. And the look on G's face was just ridiculous.
I love babies. Except for that one had snot coming out of its nose.
Well, the mom used it as a shield.
I know, which is pretty disgusting.
And she threw it up in the air.
Yeah.
But that was just a vision, he's just kind of he hates life and how superficial and stupid everyone's gotten. And I'm going to say this right now. I think this is definitely one of those movies where you can tell it was made by, or definitely had, a political party affiliation almost. It's very left-leaning, left-wing. Because it pokes a lot of fun at the extreme right-wings and whatnot. But, yeah, so anyway, Frank, he kind of just has his regular job. He's a loser. He's divorced. His kid doesn't love him. He gets fired from his job for hitting on the lady at the desk.
Which she wasn't even hitting on him, or he wasn't even hitting on her. He was being nice, and
she was flirting back to some extent, and so
she was smiling and shit.
And so he gets fired for that, and then he finds out the doctor tells him he has a terminal brain tumor and he's going to die. So he kind of just, he's sitting in his apartment one night watching all this superficial shit on TV. There's one where it's like My Sweet 16, where this girl is crying because she didn't get the right car for her 16th birthday and shit like that.
Oh, God.
And all of this type of stuff, and he kind of just snaps. There's a parody of American Idol on there that kind of parodied the, what's the guy's name? He's saying, she bad.
Yeah.
William Hung.
Well, yeah.
So it has a guy like that in there, you know, that is so bad that everyone loves them because they love laughing at him and other stuff. He's like fed up with the reality TV. And so the next day he goes to the like spoiled brats. He steals his neighbor's car. He goes to the spoiled brat's school, and at first he attempts to lock her in the car and then light the gas tank on fire.
Yeah.
But the rag blows out. So he just blows her head off.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
it's that time when he meets a 16-year-old girl named Roxy, who is like all for what he's doing,
Yeah.
or is totally on board with it, hates all these stupid people.
And she looks so oddly familiar.
She does, I know what you mean. If I look her up, Tara Lynn Barr. It doesn't look like Secret World. I played that. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Ooh, Zoe 101.
Drake and Josh. Rebound. So Joan of Arcadia. That's where I know her from.
You're shitting.
I don't know. But
She looks kind of like Lucy from Seventh Heaven.
like Beverly Mitchell.
Yeah.
So, but except I don't think Stephen Collins molested her.
Oh my God! You mean Reverend Camden?
Praise me, Lord. But anyway, so she kind of becomes his accomplice.
Yeah.
Cause she tells him how she has a shitty home life where her dad rapes her and
Her mom's a crack whore, and when her mom passes out, her stepfather comes in and rapes her every night.
Yeah, and so he kind of agrees to let her join him, and so there's not much more to this movie other than it's just like the spree they go on.
Yeah, they're just killing the superficial,
Like they go to a movie theater and kill everyone that was talking. They leave one chick alive.
Sometimes I am tempted to do that, and I shouldn't even joke because there have been shootings. But no, ugh. And that's this movie, and it's like it's one of those things where like I don't feel like I'm crazy for saying this. Like, oh yeah, I get really angry at those kind of people, and where you're almost like rooting on these two characters because you fucking hate everybody that they're killing.
Exactly.
Like I fucking hate superficial rich bitches.
Yeah, like they kill the people in the movie theater. They also kill, like, they're mocking the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah,
those people.
I would love to drive them over.
They kill those people. It's just a bunch of people that you would agree that you don't want to see living anymore. They go and kill them.
Yeah.
So, like, well, they kill, like, this is where you can kind of really tell it's a liberal left-wing directed movie because there's, like, they kind of mock your typical right-wing conservative blowhard, and he has a TV show where he's just a dick.
Yeah.
And they kill him, and then...
Well, especially because he speaking against, like, gay marriage?
Speaking against anything. Al-Qaeda, ACLU, which, ACLU, yeah, you know, yeah. He also kills, like, Tea Party activists.
Okay, this is gonna be so fucking bad. What is the Tea Party? Are we talking of the Boston Tea Party? Where they throw the tea in the river?
Political party. That's what it's based off of.
Okay.
It's a right-wing political group. It stands for Taxed Enough Already.
Oh.
So it's pretty much rich white people.
Okay.
Neither here nor there. Whatever. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, rich people are so evil because they make all this money. But it's just another group. It's a bunch of rich people pretty much getting pissed off at getting taxed just because they make money. And he kills those people. Because they're typically the people in America who accuse, like, Obama of being a communist.
Oh God, yeah.
So it's some merit.
Sometimes
Some,
somebody say like poor Obama, because I know there's people who fucking think Obama is evil because of GMOs, because he allows GMOs.
thanks a lot, Obama.
Yeah. If I just got more government funding, I wouldn't be so fat.
That was actually in England.
That
though.
was in the UK. See, you people have fucked up people too, Smangry. Smangry.
But anyway, so it's just their continued killing spree, and then eventually they stay at this weird hotel place where they're like teepees.
Yeah, it reminds me of that one movie, Cars, and they all stay in cones and traffic
Never
cones.
seen Cars.
No, oh my God.
But like the other thing going on in this movie, it's like some, I wouldn't say it's like sexual tension, but you can tell, like the girl.
The girl wants. She has some.
She
daddy
wants
issues.
Frank. Like
She wants his.
she constantly asks like if he thinks she's pretty, or like she tries to sleep in the same bed.
I mean, I like an older guy as much as the next girl, but it was a little bit like there was some daddy issues behind
And
that.
Stuff like that. And Frank's obviously like, no, that's sick. And when they're staying at the TP hotel, he actually kills a pedophile who's like, I know that's not your daughter.
How much for a date?
Yeah, but that's when he finds out on the news that Roxy isn't what she says
And
she
this
is.
particular scene made me hate her so much because when she was like, it's just my parents. I'm like a million times smarter than them, and I have to like succumb to what they say all the time. It's like, you know what? That's what every fucking teenager thinks.
So she pretty much
her.
lied. She comes from
lied.
a perfectly normal set of how like a normal home with normal parents.
Boo hoo! Life is so hard. You have an allowance and a cell phone you have to pay for.
So Frank kind of says fuck this and tells her to leaves her, and
he gives her the better car. He gives her the Ferrari.
it's the Camaro. You don't know cars. I'm not a big car person.
I don't fucking know shit.
It's a pretty. It's the standard yellow Camaro.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Frank continues to go. Roxy ends up being found by her parents. Like, she comes back.
Yeah.
And the whole story is the kidnapper returned her, but she doesn't say anything. And Frank continues to Hollywood, where he buys an AK-47, and he shows up at that one show. It's like, what's it called?
American Superstar.
And he shows up because he shows up with his gun, and because they're going to bring back that special guy that sucked, that they love making fun of.
Yeah.
And he's just fed up. He figures this is like his final hurrah. He kind of straps himself with dynamite. You know, I'm not fully sure if that was legit or not. Like,
I don't know.
it's not like in Tommy Boy where Chris Farley straps hot dogs to his stomach or road flares.
I've never seen one damn thing with Chris Farley.
Well, to keep that in mind. But anyway, so he goes out there on stage and just starts picking people off with his AK-47.
Yeah.
And then Roxy shows back up.
Yeah.
And they kind of are at peace with each other. And then they pretty much do suicide by cop.
Yeah.
Because the cops come in, they're like, put it down. Frank hands Roxy the AK-47. He pulls out 2 pistols. They start opening up on everybody in the audience. And
And even the guy who he originally
defending. Because the story was that, like, he killed himself and they brought him back right after he tried to kill himself. Or he tried to kill himself.
Yeah, something like, no, they didn't do some ER shit. He tried and failed.
And everyone thinks, like, it's under the impression, like, he got made fun of so much he tried to kill himself. But then the guy reveals he only tried to kill himself because they weren't going to put him on TV anymore. So that just adds to Frank's cause, and he kills him.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you.
So they pretty much just start unloading on everyone in the studio. And then the cops shoot him. Roll credits.
Yeah, essentially.
That's pretty much, it's a pretty simple movie. It's just, it just mainly focuses on their spree. They go on, and the different interactions between Frank and Roxy. Oh, the other part, it's a minor detail, well, it is a major detail, actually. Frank and Roxy were thinking about, like leaving the country.
Yeah, and going to other places that hate America.
So they wouldn't be extradited. And at that time, Frank checks his phone to get a call from his doctor.
Did we mention that he was even thinking he was supposed to die?
Yeah, and the doctor reveals that he fucked up the MRIs or whatever.
and read some other assholes.
And gave him some other guy's prognosis, and that Frank wasn't really terminal. So that
I don't know why the fuck you have headaches. I'm looking at the screens too long.
Yeah. So Frank is like constantly having migraines during the whole movie, and you're supposed to think that's due to his tumor.
Yeah.
And so that kind of threw the bag of wrenches into things when this was at the same time he found out Roxy wasn't really who she said she was.
Yeah.
So it kind of just added. Well, he found out he wasn't going to die, and then he hopped fully on board with the whole Paris because it was Roxy's idea. And then he found out Roxy was full of shit. So, and that's pretty much the movie. It just focuses on their interactions, and they just kind of go through this whole list throughout various scenes of people they hate.
and like everybody they named, people who give high fives. Yep.
Girls who call their tits the girls or something.
Or adult women who call their tits the girls.
What is
Twihards.
Twihards. People who say they're so stoked.
You'd be dead.
Yeah?
You'd be dead. If they were killing off Twihards, you'd be dead.
I know. I can't help it. Team Edward.
I have died every day waiting for you.
We would be killed.
No, you would be killed. Just because I have Christina Perri on my iTunes does not mean I'm a Twihard.
So it's kind of, like, overall, I remember seeing this movie about a year after it came out. I think it was a limited theater release.
I've never fucking heard of it.
Yeah. Well, I thought
Actually,
you did.
no, I have heard of it, but I had never seen anything from it, like a trailer or anything.
And you liked this movie, no?
I did like it. It was a lot better than that one with the mouse. No, it was good because people can relate so much to it. Like, everyone has that dark side where they just want to kill everybody that they hate.
Shit. God.
No, I wouldn't kill anybody, but, people in a more, innocent way can relate to it. Like, damn, it'd be nice if, Kim Kardashian can get, punched in the face really hard. That's my kind of hate.
It speaks out against all this stupid shit.
Yeah.
You see, like the Kardashians, and all just the stupid people, all this superficial bullshit. And, it's just what you like. It's just awesome to kind of see a movie kind of speak out against that shit.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad you liked it, G.
I'm sure this movie was extremely controversial.
Oh, God, yeah. Especially opening up with shooting a baby.
Oh, my God. That was the one part I didn't like.
That was fucking sweet.
Don't hurt babies. I fucking love babies.
That bitch didn't deserve to have a baby.
No, she didn't. If she was going to use that as a community shield, then fuck her. She could have died.
So, I mean, I highly recommend this movie if you're a fan of kind of like...
Yeah, if you want to overthrow the government one day, watch this movie.
And NSA, if you're listening, America rules. God bless the government.
I'm Canadian.
So, yeah.
But I'd like to come here one day, so...
So, America's the greatest country ever. And NSA,
Can you see?
You're a great bunch of guys. You're only looking out for our best interests, and we are always willing to give up a good amount of our civil liberties for you to carry out what you think is best for us.
What the fuck?
That's in case NSA is listening.
Yeah, I added the background music.
But anyway, go check it out. You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
It's an entertaining action comedy crime movie, and it's just entertaining to see how it plays out. So.
God bless the 52 states. Is there 52 or 50?
There's 50.
Fuck. God bless the 50 states of America.
So yeah, just check it out. And that's really all we have to say about that.
Yeah.
So, I guess that kind of wraps it up for this week. We still don't know what we're going to do next.
We might have because we're still in October in real time. This is future episodes.
Whoa.
So Got a couple more probably. But.
So, yep. So, just stay tuned. As I said, we're always welcome to suggestions for episodes.
Yeah, throw them out.
And especially if it's movies that neither of us have seen before.
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening. And until next time, as always, just stay classy.
See ya.